Sole SRC representatives in the smallest class, Andy Struthers and Alistair McElroy, finished in 64th overall.
Aye, looking forward to get out local stages, always enjoyable, but lots of pressure on today.
Yes, first equal in class.
Yep, aye, a lot to play for, no pressure.
Anything else you're in with a shout of?
Two-wheel drive championship was quite a big thing for me, but with two non-scores, two non-finishes, it's kind of affected us, so we're fighting between winning the class, but we also need to push on and get a good result, so he says we're going to do. No, we need to go for it today.
We didn't realise in the Grampian, but until we looked at the points, that you actually won the junior championship on the Grampian.
I did, yes, aye. Yeah.
So we really needed to come and speak to you and say congratulations on that. That's a good prize to get.
Yeah, over the moon, absolutely delighted. Yes, that's really where I wanted to get to. So managed it. So pretty chuffed.
And today, obviously, you're still in with a shout of Class 2.
Yeah, tied with 51 points in Class 2. We'll see how things go, but I'll take either or, you know. Yeah.
Up against the much more powerful Corsa of Angus, Grant Macrae once again drove the door handles off the 205 to grab second in class on both the event and the championship. Absolutely flying this time out, Angus Lawrie and Paul Gribben were over 3 minutes ahead at the finish, taking the class championship and second two-wheel drive car home on Angus's home event.
Into left, four, keep it going boy, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Left.
Second this time out, Donald and Scott Peacock did enough to wrap up the Class 3 championship. Despite bending the back axle early on, Robbie Beattie crabbed his 205 all the way to a Class 3 victory and second in the championship.
Thomas, are you going to have a good day today?
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, so take it home, so looking forward to that.
Car looks good and sounds good in the stages. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm a lot more used to it now towards the end of the season, so there was a bit of a learning curve at the start, but starting to get used to left-hand drive, so just see what we can do.
Davey will have it all worked out what you need to do today. I think all he needs to do is start to win the class.
Yep, I think you're right, Robert. Yes, yep, pretty sure that's right. But I'm sure we'll be going for a good result again in the class. A lot of good times on the Grampian, and when you see people standing at the side of the stage giving it the Mick Shannons with the whirly gig arms, you know something's working right. So a lot of very quick stuff, especially in Gap here. I think there's a whole page which is just about flat in that car. So really looking forward to it. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 3 left, no cut, C80.
The last time we saw Scott Beattie, his sunbeam was red, without wheel arch extensions. But now, after a lot of work, it looks like this. With more power and a sequential gearbox, it was going to be a day of learning the hard way. And for an example of learning the hard way, just watch this.
40, the danger, 6 right over crest, and 2 rights. These are 2 right, 2 right, 2 right, 2 right.
Amazingly, Scott and Cammy Fair got the car back to the finish despite climbing that tree. Taking fourth in the class, David Martin took yet another C2 Challenge win. On one of their home events, Jim Robertson and Colin Maxwell had a solid run to third in class in the more modified C2. This result gave Jim second in the class championship, but Colin did enough to secure the co-driver's title. Continuing the C2 theme, Murray Coulthard finally got the result many feel he deserves with a second place. Murray is always showboating in the screaming C2. But spoiling the C2 party, which will probably please them, Thomas Gray and Dave Robson took yet another class win in the Fiesta, wrapping up the class championship in style for Thomas, with third two-wheel drive car home on the event.
First equal Class 5 going into today. It's going to be a good battle.
It's all to play for, isn't it? It's we need to win the class. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. It's all we can do. We'll try our best. We'll give it a go.
Good man. And presumably you can't overthink this too much. You're just going to go and enjoy yourself.
We'll just take every corner as it comes, and if we come out on top at the end, then fair play. If Andy does better, fair play to him.
And you've worked it all out what you need to do today, or is it just let's just go for it?
Beat John.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Go faster on the car in front of us.
It's quite simple then.
Yeah, but it's not good to catch.
Unfortunately, Macillwraith took a wheel off the escort in SS2.
Into danger, right 3, no cut. Stop, turn hairpin left. Stop, turn hairpin left. There's the wheel gone.
Amazingly, Chalmers retired as well, although not before taking the time to perform a wee donut for us. Despite the retirement, he did take the class championship by a single point. Wrapping up the class championship and making it 6 finishes out of 6 this year in the escort, Ian Milne. Making his second appearance in Scotland this year, escort legend Steve Bannister took a convincing historic win, although chose not to claim points, just in case he affected any two-wheel drive championship battles.
So you have to make this long trip down here because you still have a chance of winning this class.
Yeah, and here's hoping. Don't want to wish anybody ill, but yeah, we'll do our bit and just see what happens after that. All going well, because there was a fair bit of work involved to get it here today. So
there was, yeah.
It took a few hours.
It's a long journey for you, and it'll obviously be an event that you won't know at all.
No, first time. This is my first year ever at the rallying, so I had a wee shot at hill climbs and sprints last year, but at the rallying this year and enjoying it, and going to go for it properly next year. Have a right good serious attempt at it and not miss any of the events next year. But
so after burning that midnight oil to rebuild the car after the Grampian roll, Kevin with Daniel Christie alongside took third in class on the hills and second in the class championship, a great reward for the team's efforts in rebuilding the car in just 2 weeks. Second this time out was enough for Caroline Carslaw to wrap up the class championship in her Fiesta. On his second event in a Fiesta, Luke McLaren took his second win of the season, one to watch for next year.
Keith, we had a wee quick unofficial word at the end of Grampian, and you're leading the class going into this final round.
We are, somehow, yeah. We're very pleased to report that, but I think on drop scores it'll be difficult to maintain that position.
You never know, so today, if you get round, you just never know what's going to happen.
Well, we're going to aim for a finish, and we know that Grant will be going very quickly, as will Duncan, so we'll see how that pans out.
Second on the event and second in the championship. It's been an excellent year for Keith Seager and Mark Runciman. There's big plans afoot for next year with a new, more powerful engine going in the car, so spectators better stand back. Duncan MacDonald's retirement kind of diffused the battle for Scottish two-wheel drive championship honours, and that left Grant Ingalls and Robert Gray to wrap up the Class 8 championship and the Scottish two-wheel drive championship in one of their best years in rallying in their escort.